But
We're live. Okay, guys. Hello,
come on.
everybody. Today we're talking about where I grew up with my little sister, LauraJayne, and our friends Crazyhorse and AliceofdaHole up in Lake Lure and the mountains of that area, which includes Chimney Rock, the Bat Cave where LauraJayne was born. Yeah, we're going to have a little bit of fun talking about where I grew up at, the aftermath of Hurricane Helene, and just get a little update about what it's like right now. So let's let everybody introduce themselves. Let's see, who should we go with first? If we go by alphabet, it goes Alice, Crazyhorse, and then LauraJayne. So let's see if we can do that.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Hey, everybody. I'm Alice, and I'm extremely happy to be here and share our stories with y'all.
Hello.
All right. Now for you, Crazyhorse.
About the same. I'm living up here in the North Carolina mountains now, and was born and raised in Florida, but I won't give the mountains up now.
Yeah, it's one of the most beautiful places on earth, and that's kind of somebody's been around the planet. Yeah. Let's see, we got Kay Ravenwolf in the chat. All right, LauraJayne, tell everybody who you are.
LJ. And I'm just me.
Yep. She is my little sister, by 10 years my younger. She's a veterinary assistant. She's who I normally go to whenever the channel talks about animals, because she knows animals and takes care of critters like you wouldn't believe. She is literally the meme of, no, you can't adopt any more animals. That's her.
My husband won't let me.
Yeah, she's not even allowed to go into to zoos anymore. In fact, there's a couple of international laws that does not allow her to go to the zoo anymore.
Well, we're looking for a black and white tuxedo kitten male. If you come across any.
Oh my God, my adopted daughter she just had a litter of kittens.
That's awesome.
Yeah, when this is over,
she's got one that looks like Kraken.
Oh, that is so awesome. Is there any girls in this litter?
Bagheera's last litter.
Yeah. Is there any females this time?
Well, the one that looks like Kraken is a male.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's got one that's like a calico tabby looking. It's like the tabby, the black and gray tabby, but it's got calico in it.
Okay.
But that's the female. But she's also got another litter of kittens from Ganja, which is Bagheera's one of Bagheera's litter.
Yeah. So at least Bagheera's line is still going.
Yeah.
Good.
Normal checking account.
Yeah, bless little Bagheera.
Yeah. She was a really good mouser as well, and Kraken and Prince are both pretty good mousers too. So
up here, that's definitely a necessity in a cat's life.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because it's just, I still remember living up there and the fact that there were so many wildcats and bobcats around. That it was amazing, Our line of cats that we had, we ended up. Sadly, we lost that bloodline of kitty cats didn't survive down here off the mountain.
I'm setting my phone.
And
So that's what I told Dad about.
Okay.
Because
I'm on the
I
phone.
think was which cat was the last of that line? Was it Lars Kitty or was it
Oh, my
Gigi Pretty
Lars.
Guts?
Oh,
Because,
Gigi. Gigi was a boy.
well, which was the last of the cats that we brought off the mountain?
Oh, Lars, I got her down here. Gigi, we got down here. Granny was the last of the line. Granny and Stubby.
Yeah.
And then they, of course, mass produced what we got down here.
Yeah. Because that where we live out here in Waxhaw, for the longest time, we could have our cats and not worry about anybody doing anything to them.
And plus other people dropping like their critters off at the house. So we got.
Yeah.
We always, it seems like our house is the one that always, okay, we can just drop them off here. They'll take care of them.
Yeah.
Hey, now if a wayward chicken came across our way, we'd be good to go up here.
Yeah.
I know, right?
I've been trying to convince.
That's my next thing. I want a chicken coop.
Yeah. And the funny thing is everybody was seriously talking about this when we were having when egg prices went through the roof.
I say, well, the egg thing didn't bother me because I'm allergic.
And because we were talking about that seriously, because people were buying eggs at such an exorbitant price.
Yeah, I'll say my friends, I have a couple of friends. Well, my adopted daughter and my best friend had eggs, so I was able to get eggs.
Tell them about the chicken that knows how to turn the TV.
Oh, Nugget.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Nugget, he was considered a house chicken. He had his own room. He had his own little tablet. He knew how to turn it off and turn it on. He was housebroken. But one night, Nugget, he sadly passed away. An owl got him.
Oh no.
Yeah, but Luke, I know it's illegal as crap, but Luke was able to take care of that owl, because that same owl took out the roosters, Nugget, and a few hens.
Oh wow.
So Luke took out the owl. Kind of like what happened to Zelda's family, my squirrel.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. LauraJayne's got a husky, which is Gunner. We've got Fresca, the wolf dog. She's a itty bitty thing. She's literally the runt of the litter. Let's see. You've got how many rabbits now?
Oh, now we only have one.
And it's not
which is Frostbite.
It's not the sex addict. That's the one that pulls the switchblade and goes, "I'm going to cut you, man. I'm going to cut you."
No, that was Ghost. No, Frostbite. He's the one that likes to hump the ball and the stuffed animal really bad. Ghost was the one that would kill you.
Yeah, Frostbite. Okay, so Frostbite is the sex addict. Ghost was the one with the switchblade. See, then there's Zelda, the squirrel that you guys saved at the beginning of the year. But you had a turtle too.
Yeah, Ted. He passed away.
And what else?
So okay, Ted passed away. Ghost passed away. I mean, I had hamsters. I had one named Whiskey. She was something else. I miss her so much. She lived almost 6 years.
Oh, sweet. But yeah, so before
I got a menagerie.
Before we went live, you said that the bridge where everybody would memorialize their pets,
critters,
and
harnesses.
Yeah. So
tell the viewers about it.
So today there was just breaking news that they are tearing down the Flowering Bridge which was a huge iconic spot in Lake Lure where people would go and they had a pet that passed, small, large. They'd take harnesses or collars and place them on there. And there was also almost like a small arboretum around it. And it was just a great place to go and hang out and kind of be with nature, put your pets to rest. And unfortunately, it was one of the things that the storm took out. Originally, they thought it was all gone. And then as the water receded and they started doing the cleanup, they found bits and pieces of it, but it's now been deemed unstable. We had a lot of volunteers come out and go through and the debris and the muck and the mud to try to reunite a lot of these pieces with their owners so they could have a chance to either take them back or put them back on the bridge. And sadly, we're still waiting to hear if it's going to get rebuilt. So things like that are still really impacting us from the storm.
Did they have any ideas of, because you also said you can't go directly to Chimney Rock or Bat Cave, you're having to take the back routes going to Bills Creek. Bills Creek is where our house used to be.
Yeah, so we're having to go, instead of being able to go straight up our road, which is 9, into Bat Cave, we have to go all the way down around the backside of the mountain and in, because the roads between us on this side and Bat Cave and Chimney Rock are still gone, are still missing in some places. They're still doing a lot of demolition work. Probably on a daily average, we can just be seeing up to 20 to 30 dump trucks bringing in rock.
Wow.
So it's impacted us a lot. My 45-minute drive to work can now, depending upon what road is closed, because we also can't get down into Old Fort now, which is another main way that we happen to, get onto a main interstate. They're also fixing the bridge there. So if there is any big emergency up here, there's still basically only one way in and out. And it is one lane and very scary because when it rains, we are still constantly having mudslides and landslides. So with all this rain that we've had, just the other day, I got up, went to go to work, and there was boulders on our one lane. And it's literally boulders just enough to get our Yukon through and sheer drop-off cliff.
Oh my God.
And in winter, we're fingers crossed and praying that they get a lot of this done before winter, because last winter was extremely, extremely scary. Yeah. It's almost like it's like every day, if it was, winter weather, because unfortunately where we're at, Crazy likes to call it the of something, because we're almost where a couple counties meet. They don't treat our roads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was kind of
treat them back when we were living there either.
Yeah. Where we lived, I mean, we lived like so far up the mountain, they didn't ever treat anything.
No, you see the DOT and they just kind of wave at you. And I'm like, wait, I'm medical. Help me, please. Yes. So we had to do the whole car swap where, Crazy would have to drive me down because I was too afraid to even drive down. We'd have to get in one vehicle. He'd have to drive the other vehicle back. So we're hoping not to go through another winter like that. But there is still, everything is still shifting. Just to get to my mother's house, 15 minutes up the road, we were just a month ago was the.
You there?
Hello?
Yeah, you just
You're back. You're back.
Okay, I'm back. Okay. So the boy child put a timer on my phone, and I have to figure out how to undo it. But so Them damn teens. But so the first time I was actually able to get to my mama's, who's 15 minutes up the road, was a month ago. And I cried because we went through one of the hardest hit areas. Well, there's nobody was scathed, but we actually had to go through Craigstown to get to my mama's. And in Craigstown, we lost 13 people, whole family, and potentially more. So it's great joy when you get to get someplace you've never been, and then a little bit of sadness when you realize what happened and transpired.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Crazy Horse just sent me a pic on Discord, and I'm going to see if I can put it up on here. So just give me a second. Hold on.
Trying to find a few that are current.
I couldn't take pictures and drive today at the same time, but I almost stopped.
I do not recommend that.
Yeah, well, I've tried. Now we got very friendly with some of the road workers, and I just kind of wave at them, and they would do like point at me and do like the little camera, where you're like old fashioned, you click a camera kind of motion, and I would be like, yes, please, and they would let me pull over and take my pictures, and I'd chat with them and figure out where they were from, and I have been known to make them cookies and send out some water because they all over the U.S. has come to help. Oh yeah, all over, and they'd come in waves, and you'd get to know them, and then they'd have to go home. And right now we're working on a round of boys from Florida, but they did let us know that at the first sign of a hurricane, they're back home.
Yeah,
that's the picture that Crazy just sent me.
Yeah, that's what's left of Chimney Rock, looking into Lake Lure.
Damn.
Yeah, because that's the bridge.
That's nothing like what we remember. Oh man.
No,
It's gone.
it changed. So the crazy. Well, there's a lot of crazy parts about all this, but during the storm, Crazy was upstairs on the porch, and I was standing in our doorway with the baby gate up because Eliza, we have a mini horse that did not get taken out by the bear. She was the lone survivor. Yeah, she was the lone survivor of the bear attack, and this was, like I said, this was just a month prior. So when the storm hit, she was absolutely beside herself. So I had the baby gate up, and the horse is half in the house, and I've got the blankets, up against because the wind's just a blowing, and we're listening to the trees fall. Almost took out our neighbor's house, and you hear the sirens from Lake Lure, and I yelled up to Crazy. I was like, "That's not because we grew up in Florida, South Florida, so we've been through Andrew. I've been through more hurricanes, tropical storms than I can name." And I looked at him and I said, "Is that the eye wall?" Because the entire wind shifted. And at that point, you could hear Lake Lure sirens go off, because they have those warning sirens out there. And that, from what I'm telling, is when the gush of water actually happened. And they saw it coming, or at least, something was going on.
Yeah.
And that was the craziest thing to know, that we were standing in our house with our horse, as safe per se as we could be at that moment, and there was just mass devastation.
No idea.
We had no idea
Until I walked out to the main road.
And then Crazy walked out to the main road with our neighbor. He was a volunteer fireman, and kind of looked one way, looked the other way, and there was no way out. Trees, massive 200, 300, 400-year-old trees just laying across the road. Our neighbors had a massive mudslide, almost took out their entire house with their 2 youngins in it. And that was literally within just the first couple hours.
I came back covered.
Because, looking at this pic, it was one of the most beautiful areas I've ever been. And when they filmed a breed apart up here on Chimney Rock. LauraJayne was, if I remember right, she was still in Mama at the time.
I was just a baby.
No, Mama was pregnant with Becca when I think
Oh,
they were
okay. So
making
yeah,
it.
I was probably about 4 then.
And Powers Booth and Rucker Howard, Kathleen Turner were making this movie called A Breed Apart there at Chimney Rock, and Dad was the EMS safety person. And there were several scenes that they really needed. Oh shoot, LauraJayne just disappeared.
Oh no!
Hopefully she'll be back.
It happens.
There were several really important. There she is. She's back.
Well, sorry.
Oh,
It's all right.
I was wrong.
I'm still learning my new phone.
Picture is Lake Lure looking toward Chimney Rock. That's the park at the end of Lake Lure.
All right. Let me see if
it doesn't look the same.
That's how devastating. That's how. I don't know, honey. Can you see if you find a picture of Lake Lure? When we went through Bill's Creek and came up the backside, it wasn't. They had cleared the road a lot, and they had put a mulch yard in before a mile or two before the beach part where it splits, and was a little deceiving.
Mm-hmm.
And then you kind of get up to the lake, and then you kind of see all the docks route. And once they started draining it, they started finding quite a bit of stuff, quite a bit of really interesting old stuff. There was like an old Ford truck, just kind of the chassis still left in there. Lots of old cars, and of course your usual house debris. They were cleaning up propane cylinders, and just lots of wood. So it looked real, just kind of desolate. You know, the beach. There were no kids at the beach. You know, who has a summer with no kids at the beach at Lake Lure?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's just unheard of. You know, and so tourism is down, of course, but and then also, you know, since they've basically built Lake Lure on a city, you know, they were finding old kind of pieces of houses and stuff from the original flood in the 20s. So it's definitely different.
I know one of the things that when we lived up there that the Lake Lure police used to have problems with is every now and again whenever a body from the old days would pop back up.
So we had quite a bit. That was a real difficult thing for them up here because, you know, a lot of people, mountain people, buried on mountain haulers.
Yeah.
A lot of them, unfortunately, when the slides happened and whatnot, came down. So they had a real hard time discerning new from old.
Yep.
Especially because a lot of those don't have records. So it wasn't, you know, let's just pull some DNA, you know, let's get a hold of mission.
It was anthropologist.
Oh, yes. And that's another one of our favorite things to do. I have stood in many graves in the South Mountains because we've done a lot of work on Crazy's family from over in Morganton. And so when these bodies started popping up, they tried the best to put them back with their families. There was 3 or 4 discovered near the lake that were actually from old family plots.
Because I know back in the, because one of the things that Dad, when he was an auxiliary police officer there at Lake Lure. In fact, even though I'm supposed to be the one that has it, LauraJayne's the one that's got my dad's badge. And the funny thing was, Dad, when he got his badge, it has his name on it, Richard Spake. And everybody was like, "Why did you put your full name on there?" Because everybody knew Dad is Rick, and Dad said that he did that so he could pass the badge on to me.
Yeah, but I took it.
Yeah, she took the badge.
Look, it's my guardian angel. Okay, I have it in the car with me all the time.
And,
I have something from my mom, something from my dad, something from my grandparents, and it's like I write it. I don't know. It's just like my lucky charms.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me go back over here to media assets so I can put these pics in.
Then it hangs from my rear view mirror.
Because I mean, none of this. You don't know how much this is breaking my heart.
It don't look like It don't look like where I grew up.
And it's somebody
I
did
want to
a
cry.
YouTube. Me too. The guys. There was a guy that walked in to the area because he couldn't drive in, and I watched that video. I've watched that video like 5 or 6 times, watching as he went into these areas, and I just cried because one of my favorite. There's a house that my dad used to work at that had this beautiful, long, winding set of stone stairs that went down to the road.
You talking about Wally?
I think so.
Is that the one where I fell off?
I think so. But I mean,
I learned how to swim real quick.
That's a Southern way. You jump in both feet.
And here's another that he just sent. If you guys could take some pictures of Bill's Creek, I'd love it.
I know. Please, God, send mucho pictures.
So Bill's
helicopter.
Oh, I've got some great pictures. So Bill's Creek was our saving grace. Bill's Creek was our hub. We are very blessed that our neighbors, which are Nanny Murphy's, Nanny Murphy's, they owned a AC repair shop right past the dump, and they were blessedly in South Carolina when all this went down, and they brought up South Carolina Faith Ministries with them. Emergency management, and we set up our own hub, just to the point where we had Laura Trump flew in and brought supplies herself just days after the storm that nobody knows about. It was on her X.
And sent a truckload of diesel and gas.
And sent a truckload of diesel and gas.
To me, it sounds like our fellow neighbors helped y'all more than the damn government did.
Oh, absolutely. They were.
Because I heard FEMA was confiscating all the stuff that was being sent there. And
yes. So I have pictures. I should have queued them up. Where was I going with this?
Been walking around strapped.
Oh, I actually have pictures. Well, I'll get to that. I actually have pictures of Earth Haven, which is one of our local communities, kind of just, I don't know, half a mile up the road from us.
Off the grid.
They're a little off the grid, but they actually had a poster. Every day FEMA was not there.
Mm-hmm.
And they literally put, and I think we got up to 17 days with no FEMA at all.
Over 30 with no power.
And over 30 with no power. We had our horse people from Kentucky got us stuff faster. Crazy had, they flew his colostomy bags in from Charlotte.
Oh, goodness.
Mm-hmm.
I had a friend of mine that was telling me about the fact that there was a truckload of emergency generators, chainsaws, and things, and fuel for all of it. And FEMA just confiscated all of it.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Did not pass
and it disappeared.
Yeah. And then there was the food, water, somebody had donated a tractor trailer load full of like energy drinks and stuff for people that really was like requesting energy drinks so they would be able to stay awake to try to help as many people as they could. And FEMA basically confiscated all of that and then destroyed it.
Well, see, I just hope look, I'm on a fixed income, and I took literally half my check and got a bunch of dog food and cat food. I mean, all kinds, like critter food, and sent up there. I just hope the critters got it.
That stuff luckily made it where it needed to go. The animals, I can honestly say,
we're taking
care of. All we had to say was basically we needed hay, we needed horse feed, and it was there.
Yeah, I even donate. I sent dog food, cat food, hamster food, horse food, chicken food, hay, litter box stuff. I mean, like I said, I spent like literally half of my, and I'm on a fixed income, half my check, and went to PetSmart, Tractor Supply, and all these places. Filled the back of my Jeep up as much as I could.
Mm-hmm.
Took it. There was a church down here in Waxhaw, and I gave it to them, and I was like, "This better get to the animals."
Yeah, we were actually.
Okay, guys, in the chat, this right here, what you're hearing from my sister, is proving to you I'm not unique, especially not in my family when it comes to helping others. This is just the way we were raised. We were raised to care about others. In a lot of ways,
mainly just animals.
Yeah, she focuses on the animals more than anything else. That's why she became a veterinarian. But
that's how I broke a lot of my bones. I've broken over 180 bones, mainly because breaking horses, training animals. Yeah.
And like I said, we were raised in a family where both of my parents got involved in the local community. My father was a volunteer firefighter. Mom and dad were both volunteer EMTs. My dad was a volunteer auxiliary police officer. He built the Bills Creek Volunteer Fire Department, and he helped build the Fairfield Volunteer Fire Department. He built him and Mama and Dr. Birch. I can't remember what Uncle Tony's last name was. But they built the Hickory Nut Gorge EMS. And
he was the one that I always called Tree, or I climbed him like a tree, right?
Yeah. He was our mailman for Route 1, because that was is the address is still listed as Route 1 Lake Lure?
Yeah, it was Route 1 PO Box. I think it was like PO Box 69.
625, I think.
That might be like Route 4 Morganton.
Yeah,
I
still remember our phone number from up there. Okay.
625-9668.
Yeah, 704. 689-96668.
Yes. It was like I said.
625. 704-625-9668.
And Uncle Tony was our mailman, and this is one of the reasons why I have such a high opinion of mailmen. And if you can't live up to his standard, man, I get upset. Tony became a paramedic because he was, a lot of times, the old people that lived up on the mountain, he was the only human contact they got on a daily basis.
Yeah.
And so he became a paramedic with my dad and my mom under Dr. William Birch's leadership, and they created the Hickory Nut Gorge EMS to provide medical care up there on the mountain. And Dad's green truck, when people saw that green truck, they knew that they were going to survive. And before all this happened, how long did it take for you guys to get off the mountain and go to down to Ruffton?
So
that was the most direct route.
That was the most direct route. And I want to say, well,
we couldn't get to Black Mountain, and we couldn't get to Old Fort.
We took a chance. So when our community cleared the roads, so basically nobody was coming to cut us out.
Yeah,
Right.
We couldn't even. I mean, we couldn't get our truck for a week out of our own driveway.
They took the bulldozer from the little community they're putting in, hopped on it, and just started pushing the shit out the road.
They commandeered it. And so basically everybody on this mountain.
They took it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So everybody on this mountain, if you had a damn chainsaw and you had gas
Or equipment.
I would have never, well, I know mountain folks, so I know they got a lot. They just don't talk about it. But I have never seen more chainsaws, more side-by-sides. Everybody was out there cutting us out. We had to get through our road first, and then we got down to where you can go down Cedar Creek, and then we started cutting our way through Bills Creek. And then half the group was cutting to Bills Creek. The other half kept going towards Ruffton, and we were driving over. We were driving over down power lines, 1-lane roads
For weeks.
So it was a good week or so before we could even attempt to get down there, because we didn't know if we'd get gas. We went one time to get gas for the babies and their generator for our neighbors that had the mudslide that almost took their house out. And you want to know how heartbreaking it is when you come back at midnight because you're worried about running out of gas, and that baby looks at you and said, "I thought you were bringing back gas." Yeah. And you have to look that child who just went through all this, almost lost his house and his life, and say, "I'm sorry, baby, there wasn't any." And he just looks at you. Mm-hmm. I mean, I was speechless. And right about that time that I'm looking this little baby in the eye, this man comes up, and he's trying to get to Swannanoa. He's trying to get to his mama's, and he can't get there. And he's been driving all night long to get to his 80-year-old mama. And he knew he couldn't get there. And unfortunately, we had to tell him. And he was like, "What do y'all need? I've got this, and that." And he left us with a tank of gas for the babies and their generator.
And
a cooler of ice. And that was God's work right there.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't nobody. I mean, just for him to come up at that moment when we felt so defeated. I mean, it was. I mean, we literally we took 10 of the neighbors' gas. I mean, I had neighbors giving us money for gas that I had never met before. And just that overpowering feeling of this man who doesn't know if his mom is alive or dead, because at this point, nobody knew the extent. Right. I didn't even know if my own mother was alive or dead. I was and she's 15 minutes up the road. I was literally standing on the roof of the house trying to get signal, some kind of something, maybe they would have fixed something. I mean, every time we could, bless it, get to a Starlink, I was trying.
When we lived there, almost everybody had CB radios because that was the only way to communicate up on the mountain.
Yeah, and we still have a like the one that Daddy had in the green truck.
Yeah,
we have that one. It's up here somewhere.
Does Brian still have the main one that Dad kept in the house?
I don't know if I think that one's still down at the house.
Or was that the one that Dad ended up selling to Mike and Libby? Because I know Dad gave his, because all the stuff that we ended up leaving up on the mountain included the ammo refilling equipment that Dad had. He also because he had a communications hub for CB radios that was used a lot by the paramedics that work with EMS as well as the fire department.
And we were blessed that they have that, because the only way we knew, I mean, the fire station, Broad River Fire Department, they themselves, there was feet of mud in Broad River Fire Department. And
they found their stuff in Lake Lure.
There was turnout gear from Broad River that they found in the lake. And they literally had to muck the entire fire department out. And Bo Rison's, the road was gone right by his house. So we were literally driving through his yard to get to the fire department. And because they had their communications, we knew what was going on before the outside world did. And so as we're getting all this information, because it's all word of mouth now, we're back in the old days. There ain't no picking up nothing. It's put your damn shoes on. You're going to walk 3 miles down the road, maybe 4, and you're going to go talk to somebody. Yeah. And so that was the only way to get information, and if they didn't have their communication set up, we would have been so in the dark. There was nobody coming around checking, nobody telling us what's going on. It was left up to nothing but these communities. And thank God there are still enough good old Southern families on this mountain. They knew exactly what to do. Exactly what to do.
Stopped every person you pass.
What do you know? What did you just see? When we saw them pull the body bags
out of Garin Creek.
Out of Garin Creek. We stopped at the fire department there because we were some of the first. The ones from Bill's Creek were some of the first to get in the backside of Lake Lure. And we were tasked with running supplies into Garin Creek because Nesbitt's church was their hub and another one of the churches. And so as we went to drop off some supplies, got as far as we could get, and they fed you well. They were slaughtering hogs left and right. And when we were coming back is when we saw the good old boy truck
with a landscape
trailer and the body bags,
escorted by National Guard. And they were going in. They weren't going out.
It pisses me off how fucking government treated North Carolina during that time.
And here's the thing is, Trump tried. For however people believe, he tried. Laura was here. She was boots on the ground. She brought what she could. He was here. The day he came to speak in Swannanoa, there were tears of joy. Tears of pure joy that North Carolina, our people, were being heard. Just today, I drove by the same spot where Trump spoke, and they're still spray painted on one of the parking columns, Mountain Strong, Mountain Lives Matter.
And a new cross.
And where they were finding bodies.
No, wow. Oh,
they found 9 right there.
Yeah.
Cousin Thomas just texted me. He's like, when did y'all start a podcast on YouTube?
Well, this is our first time.
Yeah, Crazy and Alice are going to be setting up their channel, and so we can all talk about. They're wanting to do their channel focusing on the Lake Lure area and the mountains and telling the history of the area, because the community there inspired them to do this. And this is what I'm talking about when I'm saying the world needs more love in it.
Absolutely.
What happened there was horrible. But seeing everybody come together, this is what a community does. This is what a family does.
Yep. Even if you don't know each other.
Exactly. And this right here is exactly the change this world needs. And it's natural. and it's just happening. We just need to get people to see it and give back hope. So that
Are you online?
yes, we're live, Dustin. We're live.
Oh, I didn't know.
And so this is what I believe in, and this is something that these are stories that we need everybody to hear. And if I was up on the mountain, I'd probably be doing everything I could to take my camera and filming this stuff so I could post it on YouTube and Rumble.
And that's what it is.
And at first we felt bad. We didn't take many pictures after.
You just couldn't because you cried. I mean, the first time we went towards Black Mountain and realized we knew we were cut off one way, but to realize you were cut off your main way, and just to stand there and see this road literally in the river, and you're going, that came up 30 feet, maybe more, chunks and chunks. There were houses, bless it, took us 3 weeks to realize they were destroyed because they were down in a holler.
Yeah.
You couldn't see them. And that's what the scary part was, is that I was like, wait a second. I drive by this spot twice a day, at least 5 days a week, once or twice on the weekends. And for 3 weeks did not realize multiple houses were gone. And all I could think about is, who lived there? What happened to them? And there's so many in our hollers that we just don't know.
It's where we lived in Bills Creek. There was a creek that went right around our house, and it's what separated us from our next door neighbor, the McDaniels, Libby and Mike McDaniel. And we had a bridge that went over it, and then the creek also provided water for a pasture that had a whole bunch of cows and stuff in it. And
you know where? That's where I was.
Hey, there's plenty of cows still on Bill's Creek.
And it's I just thinking about it. It's because is it still Fairfield Country Club in the Mountains, or is it somebody else now?
I think it's Rumbling Ball. I think that's what it is.
Rumbling Bald, he thinks is what it went to.
Rumbling Balls?
Yeah, because then it goes into Fairfield, because then you get the golf course. So it's Rumbling Bald into.
Because there was,
it's on the north side of the lake.
Because Dad, when he was the head groundskeeper there, he did surveys of all the areas around it, looking for how to expand the golf courses. The majority of the people there refused to sell to Fairfield because they hated Fairfield so much. To get around it, the company that owned Fairfield created a whole bunch of other resort companies to be able to buy up land so they could transfer.
I think it's Wingate now.
Let's just say the land grab is real.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
Fairfield used to be one of the most prettiest places, and Lake Lure, the water was brown and mucky, and whenever you walked in it, you had that sicky, croupy feeling between your toes.
Yeah.
But that was our childhood. We loved it, and I miss it. I really do. It was because we grew up there, and it was just amazing. LauraJayne and Becca didn't get to have the full child experience up on the mountain because we left
Yeah,
the
I only
mountain,
spent my first 10 years there.
and because Becca, she hadn't even
He
started
was like
kindergarten.
4
Yeah,
or 5 when we
came
moved.
up the mountain. Yeah, because they were wanting her to go to kindergarten at the same school that LauraJayne went to, which was Sunnyview or something like that. So I still remember getting on the bus to go to school at 5:30 in the morning, and you would be on that bus for several hours.
I never rode the bus. I didn't ride the bus until we moved down here.
Yeah,
Our kids hated it.
Because Mom and Dad would take LauraJayne to Sunnyview, which is on the other side of Lake Lure.
Yeah, okay. I was born in Henderson, lived in Rutherford, and went to school in Polk County.
We still I can't get to Hendersonville from here.
Yeah.
We still can't get through the backside.
What used to take 20 minutes, now is an hour and a half.
Oh my Jesus.
And if you get caught trying, they're going to stop you, find you, and I think you get like 50 hours of community service.
Our boys ain't playing up here. You know, they're trying to open it. They opened Chimney Rock back up.
Hey, Ian, hold on for a second.
Yeah, like within a couple weeks ago, they had a soft grand opening, but things were still going wrong. Their elevator still wasn't fixed and whatnot, and you had to have a time slot to get in because they were monitoring traffic so heavily between the people that originally were looting to trying to get the roads done. We just can't let anybody.
Looting?
Yeah.
There were initially. It was bad. They were pulling guns on each other in South Asheville. Now you know that don't play up here. Every mountain man
has a gun.
Oh, Bill's Creek was like a firearm show. I kid you not. They had 2 on each side. They weren't playing. They had to have somebody posted 24/7 with arms. Okay, anybody that went anywhere with 4 weeks out, even 6 weeks out.
Should I show them?
Send them that one. Went armed. People were lending people.
I'm not allowed to carry a gun, so.
Yeah,
but that don't mean I don't.
Helene took out my nice little shooting range in the back because I was trying to learn to shoot because living on this mountain, I was like, I'm gonna embrace it.
Amen.
And the copperhead.
Amen.
Your next door neighbor literally is a bobcat, a bear, and other animals that will have no problem eating your ass.
Oh no,
not me. I will be bringing them in the house and loving on them.
Because when we lived up on the mountain, you know, mom and dad, you know, back then it was one of those things of, oh, he's a boy, he's going to go have fun on the mountain. Now, I truly believe one of the reasons, you know, there was a whole lot of reasons why we came off the mountain. One of them was the fact nobody wanted to sell us land. Because back then they were so insular there in the area around Bills Creek that if one of your grandparents wasn't born there, they did not.
You are nobody.
You were an outsider.
And plus, I wanted to bring everything home.
So we came off. When we came off, that was one of the reasons why we came off the mountain. Was the properties that people tried to sell us was one was literally a bend in a road where people were flying by so fast they would not have stopped if they had hit a child. Another spot, anytime it rained, turned into a lake. And and this is after everything mom and dad had done for the community. And so I know what it's like to be ostracized and treated as a second-class citizen because of that shit.
It took us. Go ahead.
This is the sign that Crazy and Alice has at their driveway.
We will shoot you.
Yep.
I will let my wolf dog on you. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Your wolf. Fresca would be running in the opposite direction, and she would have hit the North Pole before they even got a cough out.
when critters come to me, I turn them into the sweetest little things in the world.
Except for Zelda, she likes to bite.
Yeah, Zelda. Yeah, she's crazy, and she's a squirrel.
But like I said, we moved off of the mountain and we moved to live down here in Waxhaw where my grandparents lived. And but as a kid, boys were allowed to just wander the mountain, do whatever the heck they wanted to do, no matter how crazy it was. But we had that sixth sense, it's like, mom and dad's at the house. They're at the top of the stairs. I got to go home. But when it came to LauraJayne, anytime LauraJayne tried to follow me into the woods, Mama would lose her ever-loving shit.
Because I'd bring home a critter.
And it's like, no. I'm like, what? No, she can't follow you. Then tell her not to follow me. It's like, you're older. You're supposed to keep her from going into the woods.
Well, it's not my fault. I wanted to bring home a critter.
Them snakes were looking mighty fine.
Ooh,
all of a sudden, I'm seeing these cute little chipmunks.
Hold on. You got to hear this. Mama almost killed her because she brought home a snake.
And I'm going, here, snakey, bring me them black snakes.
Yeah, not the copperheads.
Because Mama's like, Mom, I inherited my fear of snakes from my mom. But yeah.
I'm not scared of any animal.
Yeah.
Even bee, I'm highly allergic to bees, and I still try to catch them.
But like I said, I loved it up on the mountain. It was so beautiful, and I mean, dang, that if Dad was still alive and saw that thing, he would have probably went and got it and started sandblasting and living with Jesus. Rebuild it.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
Well, and then you wonder,
how did it get there?
Yeah.
Well, that's easy because whenever they flooded the area, there was towns and stuff that's under Lake Lure. Back in the day, the mob used it as a drop-off spot.
Heck yeah, that's where we dropped our bodies.
Well, they got it drained down 30 feet right now. Maybe 40. I gotta find a picture.
Is that
somebody had daggum paper towels in their freaking breeches, and now it's all in my daggum dryer and washer.
So is that why that is so low?
Yes. They had to drain it to get everything out of it. We're still... When the water came rushing down and people got caught up in it, what a lot of people don't know is in their minds, the outsiders looking in, they're thinking, we're just going to have these bodies. Basically, a lot of them were pummeled apart
Yeah.
And
Oh my
all
goodness.
and all you had was a finger, a toe. So basically, every part has to be accounted for, and so
Yeah.
they were still draining, looking for that.
Man.
That's when you need a forensic anthropologist.
Yep. I mean,
That was one of the other things I want to be. I either want to be a veterinarian or a forensic anthropologist, or a forensic pathologist. I wanted to cut open dead people.
oh boy, this is it warms my heart knowing just how everybody came together to deal with it. And it goes to show you that when times
We don't need the government.
yeah.
No.
Well, I know this isn't.
We had the best sense of community.
I know big cities and stuff. That wouldn't have happened in the big cities. And that's showing you the difference in the type of people. It's also one of the reasons why our society has gotten to where it is today. Because I've been homeless, I know what that's like, and I've talked to people when I was trying to get help, just to get basic help for me and my family. And people would be like, "Oh, go to the government. There's policies to help you. I don't need to help you." And the people in the cities don't realize just how overwhelmed. LauraJayne, you got two of you on that just popped up on stage. Like I said, it was so wild because the government systems get overwhelmed so easily by the sheer amount of it. And then you also have people that are in the government that let their biases dictate what they're going to do. Like what we saw up there on the mountain and down in Florida, where you literally had FEMA people saying, "Oh, they got Trump a Trump flag or a Trump sticker. I'm not going to help them." And that just
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's done redonkulous.
Yeah, exactly. I say that a lot too. Redonkulous.
Terrence Popp just made an appearance on my show.
Redonkulous.
But yeah, I'm.
Or even better, redonky donkey.
Oh wow. Okay, hold on. I'm saving this image that he just sent me of Lake Lure and Batcave, so I can put them up.
Lord, I swear, I think the clothes. I swear, clothes and dishes freaking multiply overnight.
All right, I can't say that we don't have piles of laundry somewhere, so I'm with you, babe. But at least I got my squash. But at least I got my tomatoes picked and my squash picked.
Oh, girl, you had me a squash and maters.
Yeah. Oh, we got some nice cherry maters going on, and peppers this year.
Oh,
our peppers are doing good.
Okay, have you ever done squash and onions?
Oh, Crazy fixed him a batch the other night.
No.
All right. Crazy said this is Lake Lure and how much they've lowered the water.
That's just a little bit. I can't find the current.
I mean, that's low.
It's way lower.
And this is from Batcave, I think you said.
Yep. And it's still sitting just like that.
It hasn't moved. It got floated down that little creek by probably a mile, maybe a mile.
And that's the thing is, none of the creeks are the same. None of the creeks are the same. Everything changed. The whole diversion of everything.
The creeks I used to swim in when I was a little girl are probably not the same anymore.
No.
Nope.
That little 6-inch deep creek went 30 feet.
Oh, Lord, I drowned.
Yeah.
Dang.
And with our house, we're lucky because right out our backyard, it's straight up slope.
It's the only thing that saved us.
Well, we were lucky we didn't have the landslide.
We had the flood and
the basement flooded.
never thought we'd have flooding on the mountain, but we did.
I know, right?
And that was the day before. So the day before, because of all the rain, Helene just did us in.
Damn. Whew.
Her phone timed out. She'll be right back.
So, am I back? Okay. So our neighbors actually, I called into work the day before because our neighbors lost their bridge. So we're on the Broad.
Yeah, we're in Broad.
The Broad had already flooded so much.
You couldn't have gone to work.
I couldn't even get to work the day before. We just had enough time for me to call into work, find out the neighbor's bridge was out. So they were already stranded up behind us. We had enough time to get down, to get the last few things that we could think of we needed. Because I'm like, okay, we got to prepare. Think. And of course, I keep a well-stocked pantry because that's what you do up here. But, there's still the last few minute things we needed. And, ran down, got that, and then we were stuck. Had Crazy
just enough for 5 days.
Yep. Had Crazy not said you ain't going to work today, because I was going to try it. Because towards Asheville, they didn't know what was going on yet. They learned, but they didn't know.
They still didn't know.
Oh, they did. They got educated in 2.5.
When they didn't have water for 2 months.
Yeah, when they didn't have their water for 2 months. Now, see, they had all them nice food trucks down there. We were backyard cooking, churches cooking up here. We weren't eating, we were eating good because everybody feed your animals or eat your animals.
Go to the hub twice a day.
We would go down to Bill's Creek twice a day, run supplies
Johnny would
back
make
up.
me a damn good meal, that's for sure. You hear that, Johnny? You better be a good boy. I'm going to eat you.
Hey, say it again so he'll actually try to lose weight now.
No, he just laid there. He didn't even move. Johnny don't care. But if you try to break in my house and if you have a nice snack or something, he'll even give you the combination to the safe.
Gunner is a blast.
Gunner ain't right. Let's just put it that way.
See,
I don't recommend a husky.
Because Gunner is one of he's a husky that just don't give a shit.
Yeah. But he's my baby. He's one of my babies.
Yeah. But like I said, Lake Lure, if you guys can find anything done by Pat Mendoza, he was one of our found uncles. He was a musician. He called himself a troubadour who would sing about history, and he wrote several books. Did a whole bunch of albums.
Are you talking about the guy that we knew in Lake Lure?
Yes.
Okay, I think I still have some of his books. They're around here somewhere.
Yeah. I was trying to find copies of them, and I could not find them anywhere. When I found out that he had a stroke and passed away, that really knocked us for a loop. In Rutherford, there's I can't remember the guy's name offhand, but the legend was that he was an innocent man who got hung.
Tom Dooley?
No.
might be it. But his
No,
shadow.
that's not his name.
That's
shadow-
Morganton.
Oh, Morgan.
But his shadow fell on one of the buildings, and everything, anything that they put in that building has failed.
Oh.
And there was I think the longest thing that stayed in that building was a chicken restaurant, and the only reason why they think that it lasted as long as it did was the fact that they named it after him.
See, and those are the things that we
are willing to do to help me do a road trip up there. I'll show you some of the places.
Oh, absolutely.
Because it was going up there was amazing. I'd love to go see the old RS Central High School where I went to school.
See, we went to different schools, didn't we? I mean, you went there in Rutherford, and I went to Polk County.
Because I went to Green Hill Elementary, I went to New Hope Middle, and I went to RS Central High. But there was two times when for fifth grade, I left up there and went to Waxhaw Elementary.
Yeah, that's when they moved down here when we were in Mineral Springs for a little while.
And then I also went to Parkwood Middle for sixth grade, and then for 12th grade, I went to Parkwood High School. And the messed up thing was the worst bullying I ever got was at Parkwood.
Yeah, Parkwood sucked.
Yeah. Well,
I got bullied. I got bullied at Parkwood too. But you know what? I beat the shit out of my bully.
Well, I fought back on one of the occasions. And they stuck me in a special class saying I needed anger management. And I'm like,
I got stuck in the anger management thing too. And I failed.
And they bullied my baby sister too, and it was bad. In fact, I've actually thought about doing there's a couple of live streams I'd like to do with LauraJayne and Becca and Zobug, talking about bullying in schools and how that stuff and how they're punishing the people who got bullied because they
it's like the bulliers, the ones that are doing the bullying they're making themselves the victim. No, bitch, no. When you sit there and come at my face and start calling me names and pushing me around, if you can't give it, if you can't receive what you give, then you don't need to give.
Because Mama,
I will give it back 10 times, tenfold.
Mama always raised us with a simple statement of you don't start fights.
But you finish it, and let me tell you, I did. Every time.
And every time I got into a fight, that was the first question when Mom would show up at the school. Did you start it? No.
Did you finish it?
And
that's why you're here.
and the funny thing is, when I was going to RS Central my freshman year, I fought back because one of the football players slammed my head into a desk and broke my brand new glasses. The glasses that my parents and grandparents saved up money to buy. And I whooped that football player's ass.
You whooped the football player's butt too? I did.
Yeah.
I had one knock me down in the courtyard at the high school, and I chased him like a freaking cheetah going after a daggum antelope. Knocked his ass out and started wailing on his ass. I was like, what the hell's wrong with you?
Well, what ended up happening was there was this one guy that had came from California. He had just moved into the area because his family was a military family too. And the football coach was trying to recruit him to join the football team because the dude looked like a big linebacker type quarterback person. He was like, this is in freshman high school, and he was 6'3" and built like which
brick house?
The Winchester brothers, the big one.
You talking about Sam?
Yes. he was built like Sam with long hair, and he pushed the football player off of me. And as he was yelling at the football player for what he had done, he said,
Ferdinand.
We heard what sounded like a lion's roar, and I felt my hair get pushed up and over and onto my face. And everybody said that when I came back up and I saw my glasses was broken, I was like, oh shit, no. And then I just roared and leaped over him and tackled the football player with one foot on each shoulder, and my hands, each one was gripping one of his jugular veins. And I used my weight to pull him to the ground and just started slinging him around like a rag doll. And they're like, he kept trying to punch you. First punch, you dodged it. Second punch, you dodged it. Then the third punch, you took it and smiled at him and said, "Rah!" and just grabbed him again and just started slinging him around like a rag doll. And that was the first fight I had in high school. And everybody all the teachers and all the staff had been watching me get bullied all through the year and not fight back. And
Dude, I've been fighting since I was in kindergarten.
Yeah, and it was wild, because usually the only times I fought back was whenever they were bullying somebody else, and I'd be standing up for them. I just took it, but yeah, after that they left me alone for almost a year. They're like, you don't want to piss them off.
They'll leave you alone for like the rest of the year, but then when the new year starts, they want to start back. And then you have to put them in their place again.
Yep. And it was, but like I said, I loved Lake Lure. I loved that region. It was so gorgeous. And whenever I think about home, I see them. There's two places I see when I think about home: the mountains and the Eisenhower. The USS Dwight David Eisenhower, CVN 69, booyah, that magic number. Those are the two places that I can picture in my head. I don't know how to share YouTube videos on my stream, but I can stick it in the comments section so people can click on the link.
So Blessed, that's actually our neighbor right up the road. Y'all might. He's been, because he's got his sister or his niece that live right next to him. The house that's gone.
Which one?
I've never tried to present button.
Do you see Zelda?
No, I can't see her. Hold on, let me see if I can make this big.
Oh, hold on. She just jumped.
Oh, there she is.
I'm surprised Crazy's not looking at me like, no.
Well, she's the only survivor out of her family. An owl took out her nest.
Oh.
And then here is the cutest rabbit in the world.
Yes, but he's a sex addict.
He is the cutest rabbit in the world.
But he's a sex
I
addict.
know. Yes, look. He humps these guys right here like nobody's business. Yes, your baby. Yes, your baby.
Uh-oh, you're making Kraken jealous. He's in my arms, man.
Oh, Kraken.
He's upset that I think get the web camera to work right now. Yeah.
Oh, I might be able to do this.
Well, I would say I'm gonna give you a warning. Don't show the miniature horse, or LauraJayne will come and take it.
Oh, yeah. I've got some fabulous pictures of Lai. So she has become, so after losing our stallion, Harry.
Which is the one in my avatar.
Which is Crazy's avatar. That is the one that we lost.
He is gorgeous.
Yeah, I was so distraught. I went to WLOS. We did a whole news article about it just to bring awareness to what was going on in the area.
I'll send it to y'all.
Yeah, because listen, we need to give things back to the mountain. And the mountain, besides Helene, our animals are taken back over. And years ago, long story short, we released a bunch of coyotes in the early 90s to control our deer population. Well, that also took out some of our bear food, and bears are omnivores. And over the years, our mountain bears are resilient.
And hungry.
And the mamas are now teaching the babies to actively hunt again.
Yeah, and in the city, they just go garbage can to garbage can. But out here, there's nothing.
Yep.
So I went and wanted to educate our people about what's going on and, how to deal with it appropriately, because people love to post these cute, fluffy bears on Facebook. And I'm like, y'all, yeah, they're cute, but they're wild animals. You need to protect your animals. We need to live copacetically with them, but we need to learn how to protect ourselves and our livestock. And people forget that, livestock are important on this mountain and animals are extremely important. So, but that is the one on Crazy's avatar. And, but she became a princess. Bless it. This neighborhood treated her golden. Between what happened with Harry and the storm, she had, if anybody got fresh fruit or fresh veggies on this mountain and it was carrots or apples, that horse ate before they did.
And that horse looked out for us during Helene.
Because Harry's buried right up here on the holler, and ain't nothing happened to none of the families on this mountain that touched his life. He protected each and every one of these families. So we were lots of guardian angels on this mountain.
Yeah. It breaks my heart, but it also strengthens it, knowing just how much the community came together.
Especially for the critters.
Yeah,
they did.
And I'm like, we just.
Sorry, I'm pro critter.
Oh, we had to evacuate.
I'm not a vegan. No. Don't think I won't eat my damn husky if I need to.
They had to evacuate over 30 horses out of Black Mountain. Big horses up the road from us.
Off of Highway 9.
Off of Highway 9.
Oh, goodness.
Towards the lower part of 9.
I think it was Lower Flat Creek.
Is the Amish still? Last I heard, the Amish were still up there building.
They're still here.
Yeah, they're still here.
Out of Back Cave Fire Department.
Yeah, they're still here, and then we have a local Jake Jarvis, who has been boots on the ground since day one. Got screwed out of like 100.
He has a heavy equipment business,
and he tried to buy a piece of equipment with donations, particularly for Helene, to clean up and help, and got scammed. $80,000 to $100,000. And this man and his crew, since the very first day, stopped what they were doing, and they helped build roads, demolish houses.
No
cost. He repaired our neighbor's driveway, put a tent bridge in for her. I mean, that is epitome of community, and they are still doing it each and every day.
And he's out of Hendersonville and Green River. Because Green River got hit hard.
Mm-hmm.
Down in Polk.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
I had heard where
Green River Cove.
I know that a lot of the locals were getting aggravated with the fact that stuff wasn't being brought in because the bridge is being out, and that the Department of Transportation says, "Oh, it's going to take us over a year to even get started on building something." They came in and built it themselves.
That was the West Virginia boys.
And I was like, "Yeah, that's how it normally should go. You know.
Yeah, they came in, they put the road in, then the state made them close the road off because the private property owners were also complaining, and then the state came in and finally put in a temporary road, even though they said it would take over 2 years. Now there's a paved road through Bat Cave, Chimney Rock, into Lake Lure.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
What I think is hilarious is like the DOT and everything saying it's going to be like 2 or 3 years and blah, blah, blah. But yet, here comes, the community and other states coming in and got it done in no time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's because the DOT, the North Carolina DOT, loves rebuilding all those bridges that's out there in the Outer Banks every time. And the Corps of Engineers keeps telling them, stop rebuilding these bridges. They're going to go out every time a storm comes through.
Yep.
Go back to using ferries like you should be doing.
See, and I was waiting to see the Army Corps of Engineers. They never showed up.
And I'm surprised by that because the Army Corps of Engineers usually this is one of the type of things that they normally do right after the thing goes through.
But you got to remember who we went a couple months under something a little different. So so many hands were tied in the beginning. And you could see that because granted, in those weeks after, well, up here we're very like-minded people, but certain things did not matter. Politics, race, religion, none of that within the, mattered at those moments. It was nothing. It was all about community and survival.
Yep.
But then when you had to look at the bigger picture and to sit here knowing the changes that need to be made, praying those changes were coming, and knowing tied hands were tied, that was what was really hard with us too.
I have a feeling there's a lot of people that this was their wake-up moment.
Absolutely.
Because when government works the way it's supposed to work, it's good. But when you allow bias to come in and start screwing with everything, that's how come we're in the position we're in right now. Why so many people don't trust the government no more is they've seen that happen way too much. We have allowed.
Yeah, but some people are still blinded.
Yeah, and we know some of them. But like I said, the only way a government like ours works is a well-informed and educated electorate that will keep their eye on what the politicians and the bureaucrats are doing. That's the only way this system works.
Fresco, what is it, baby girl? Do you need to go potty? You go potty?
Me.
But like I said,
Ew, what the hell is that? Yuck. What the hell did you bring me?
Hey, Fall 13, how you doing?
No, that Fresca just brought me something nasty and ugh. Ew, I don't know what the fuck it was.
All right.
What you
Fall
get?
13 says, greetings everyone and hail to the Dark Lords. Just wanted to say, make sure and hug a bud, give a high five and say hello to a friend or two and tell somebody you love them. Very much so, my brother. File 13, very much so. We're
hey, hail File 13.
As you can tell, we're talking about Hurricane Helene and the area where I grew up, Lake Lure, and with Crazyhorse and Alice, and my little sister, LauraJayne. My baby sister, I think, is at work at Target right now.
No, she's sick.
Oh,
I was supposed to take her to work. I was supposed to take her to work and pick her up, but she's sick. She's at home in bed. She's got a fever and she's got laryngitis or she can't talk.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know. Everybody wishes I couldn't talk.
Hey, you take us Southern woman's a way to talk.
Yeah, it's not cool.
Yeah, I
not cool
know.
at all.
Take my way. Oh Lord, don't worry. I know sign language too. You don't got to worry about that. I know sign language.
But like I said, I love the area up there, and
I miss it. I mean, we were wanting to, like, Brian was wanting to move back up there,
and
but trying to find a place up there is like crazy.
It's not easy.
Yeah, it's not easy because I want to go back to my roots, man. I want to go back to my roots. Because, I mean, look, listen to my accent, okay? You can't get no southern mountain than this.
Oh,
Yeah.
mine coming out, and I picked it up when I got up here. I already had
I know, you do sound a little Yankee.
Well, I was always raised in the South.
But why do you sound Yankee?
Florida.
Then I went to South Alabama, South Georgia, Florida.
Oh, okay.
And then I moved up to the mountains.
Ah, I got you.
File 13 says, I thought
my family's from Morganton.
Oh.
But
File 13, I thought you were from Jersey.
God, I got a mix of accent.
Yeah.
Yeah. You a mixture.
And it's all south. It's not even north.
I don't know. You sound like my girl, or like one of my girlfriend's new husband, and he's from Pennsylvania.
But yeah, I mean, Lake Lure and the area around it. I mean,
I get made fun of my accent all the time. It's okay. I can take it.
No,
you can't hurt my
feelings. You got
feelings.
a cute accent. It's good. You sound really good on here.
Oh, Lord. I don't sound like a 12-year-old little country boy.
Nah.
You can
Yeah.
tell I'm a girl, right?
Oh, yeah.
And
I don't know, babe.
Well, one of the things, if we could get, I'd love to go up there with one of those drones and that can fly and take pictures of everything, because
Logan's got like 3 or 4 drones.
yeah, I know.
I just don't know if he knows how to fly them or not. I know I'd probably wreck one right into the side of the mountain.
Amen, girl. Amen.
I've got a friend of mine that one of the things that we have talked about was that, and right afterwards, because the area is so gorgeous, but it's so hard to get around it, that'd be about the only way to take good enough pictures to share it with everybody. And what happened with Hurricane
How about
Helene?
Valdosta File 13?
So what?
Sorry.
He says, if you haven't shopped at the Walmart in Moultrie, Georgia, you're not Southern.
Well, I'm not in Georgia.
Valdosta or Thomasville.
No, just listen to my voice, okay? Look, it is Southern. You can't get any Southern than this.
Oh, hell's bells.
But yeah,
Hell's bells and Southern hells.
But like I said, it's one of those places that it just felt like home. It was, and the beauty of the mountain was just so gorgeous. And to know just how bad it got messed up.
I know, because of some bitch called Helene.
Yeah, that sucked.
And File 13 also says, you sound like someone who's really trying hard to do a Southern accent.
Oh, thank you.
But like I said, when the areas around it and the history of the lake itself, when they decided
Oh, is he talking about me?
Oh, no.
No, he's talking about me.
Because look, I can't get no Southern than what I am.
But because I know when they said that they flooded the area, there were a lot of people who did not want to leave.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
I think
because
they
that's their
flooded it in like
hometown.
1925, which is now 100 years later.
Yeah, and
Oh my Jesus!
Okay.
and it was. So I'm looking at it, going, "Damn," because I remember, like I said, there were times when Dad, when the Hickory
Oh,
Nut
he was
Gorge
talking
EMS,
about me. Oh
Yeah.
hell no!
He don't.
Nah,
He don't.
trust
He
me,
don't
this is
know
how
what
my
boss
sister
at
has
work
talked
sounds
her
like.
whole life. But yeah, I mean, Dad would talk about the fact that Hickory Nut Gorge EMS would get called out a lot whenever a body would pop up that had been buried in the area or left.
Exactly.
And,
oh hell no!
hey, Shrubby, it was wild, Banjo music intensifies. Yeah.
Hey, tell Tony that one, Shrubby. Let that hick out.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking
Oh,
at.
is he calling me crazy?
No,
No.
he's talking to Crazyhorse.
Oh, well, see, look, I'm bipolar, so I have the right to be crazy.
Okay, Shrubby's my friend from Australia. I was telling you about, LauraJayne.
Oh, good day, mate. How's it is? Welcome to the land down under.
We miss you, Shrubs.
I hope you're feeling better, man.
Yeah, man. Hope you're feeling
I
better.
love Australia. I want to go because they have all kinds of cool animals.
That are trying to kill you.
And no Vegemite, though.
Oh no, they won't kill me.
Shrubby says that was
I will blow smoke in their face and make them all cool and kosher.
Okay, Shrubby says fucking lame ass Aussie accent. Then yes to Vegemite. But yeah, I mean, the history of the lake up there is one of those things that I've really the Dad would
What's a
talk about.
Vegemite?
It's a type of jam and preserves.
We lost her. Oh no,
Yeah.
you didn't. You ain't gonna lose me.
It apparently is very good for hangovers.
Yeah.
So I've heard.
Well,
Oh, I've never had a hangover, so I don't know. See, I'm
That's
natural.
because you've been hitting that shine. You don't get no hangovers with that shine.
That's my thing.
Yeah, StreamYards is asshole. But nah, I mean, Dad would talk about this stuff that when the Hickory Nut Gorge EMS would get called out, Dr. Birch would have to go identify the body whenever they would find it.
I know.
And-
See, that's what I.
And it was hilarious because there was a lot of times that, it's like this person's been dead a very, very long time, And then you also had the bottomless pools that was there. Some idiot was told, "Don't go into the pools or you'll drown and die." Dumbass did it, and they had to get U.S. Navy divers to come and go down and try to find that person's body. And the diver that went down there blew out his eardrums because he saw a catfish that was in the bottomless pools. He said that when he could have swam into its mouth. It was that big. And it scared him right out of the water. And this was all when I was a kid, when I was like 10 or 12 years old. And those are the memories I have of the area and how we would just.
Oh my God.
Let's see, what is it? Sing the song from Three Amigos, like the one they sing by the fire. No, the one they call Hicking Out. The part scene from Blazing Saddles.
Now we need Tony on here.
No, they're making jokes about us Southerner types. chewing gum in the line, huh? I hope you brought it up.
Well,
For
we don't
everybody.
hide our accents.
Yeah, but yeah, if Tony could come, if he wants to come on, I'm more than willing to let him come in. Because this is, when we're talking about this area, it just was gorgeous,
It was beautiful.
It's one of those things that I really do miss, and it was just an amazing place, and all the people that lived there, that whenever there was a fire or any other type of emergency, they would come out of the woodwork to help.
Now, is the one your dad built, is that the original Bill's Creek? Because I know there's 3 now.
The original first one, the one that was right beside Cersei's country store.
I think that's the one on Bill's Creek Road.
Yo, he just said Cersei's. Oh,
okay. Then they have one. Now they have one I know on Cedar Creek, and there's another somewhere.
Yeah, they had built. They had built a second one.
Cersei's like near where we lived.
Yeah, it was literally right down the road from us. We walked to it. It was that close.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's right down the road from our
Southern Chinese accent.
What?
Cowboy.
But yeah, I mean, it was Cersei's. We lived within walking distance of Cersei's, so much so that we would walk out there all the time. Mom would be like, Mom would be like, hey, I need a pack of cigarettes.
Yes.
Go to Cersei's and get me a pack of cigarettes. And
oh my God, our house we're living in is from a Cersei's. The land was owned by the Cersei's.
Yeah, Cersei's owned a whole lot of land up there.
Yeah, they did.
Isn't that where we lived, Alvin?
Last estate.
I think so.
And it was a Mary Cersei that married a nanny that got this place. And we're on the top of Stone Mountain. Like, when you look up, it's Rumbling Bald, Round Mountain, and Stone Mountain.
They're not that far from where we grew up.
No. Actually, the only thing that takes us long to get down there is the curves.
Yeah.
Because when we sit on our front porch, you look straight down to the bottom of Bill's Creek. We can see the cell tower at Cedar Creek and Bill's Creek.
Oh, damn.
We can actually, it's only like 2 miles by line of sight, but road, it takes us a little bit to get down there. Yeah. I can see Charlotte from our front porch at night or in the late afternoon hours.
You mean Charlotte? Like where we live?
Yes. Oh, yeah. I can see the downtown glistening, the mirror, the windows off the skyscrapers reflect the sunlight at like 4 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And then at night, you can see the lights. And then we can see the Uwharrie Mountains past Charlotte. We are at the top of the mountain on the escarpment where it raises. Yeah, we're on the east side of the mountain. We can't even get actual news because we're on the wrong side of the mountain.
Or the right side.
You're never on the wrong side. Never.
No, I'd rather be on our side than Asheville side.
Yes.
Because, I mean, that was an amazing... how bad is the radio reception up there?
We don't get any Asheville. We just get Charlotte and Greenville. Yeah.
Oh, we have shitty fucking damn radio down here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We have it up here too.
Yeah, the radio station I used to listen to all the time. If the weather got a little different, we ended up getting a Mexican channel that would break in over it.
Luckily, what works
Mexican ain't all that great.
What works is 95.7 The Ride. I think.
Oh yes, I like that.
Yeah, that one works here.
All right, awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And also 90.3.
Yeah.
106.5. Do y'all get that?
I haven't looked at those yet. I know we get a 93.3 out of Greenville. I think it's out of Greenville.
933. I think that's all like talk radio though.
Rock. But 95.7 is the shit.
Yes, I love 95.7. The ride.
Because I used to listen to 99.7 because they had John Boy and Billy on there. And it was the flagship station of John Boy and Billy until they screwed them over.
I'm 46, but I listen to music that's like from the fucking 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s.
See, like I said, that's our family. We grew up in a family that liked music. We listened to music from big band era on up. And it's a genuine love that we have for this music is because we grew up with it. And it just, I can't get over the only type of music I don't like is bluegrass and rap or gangster rap. I can't stand that stuff.
Yeah.
The one that's talking about cop killing and all this other bullshit.
Yeah. Bitches, hoes.
Now I like some Ludacris.
Luda, baby.
I like Ludacris and I like Redman. But that's about it.
But like I said, it's one of those things where when we grew
Sorry,
up
I'm
there,
grinding.
When we grew up there, you know,
on the floor.
It took, let's see, the bus, like I said, the bus ride, I got on the bus at 5:30 in the morning to get to a school. So school would start like at 8:30. And there were times when we would get to the school late because of how long it took coming off the mountain. Especially in the middle of the winter.
Ride the bus.
Oh, yeah.
Why did I not ride the bus up in the mountains?
Because mom and dad had to drive you to school.
Oh, okay.
Because you didn't go to the same school system. In fact, in all honesty, mom and dad broke a whole bunch of rules and laws, sent you to that school.
Well, shit, damn. No wonder I break a lot of laws now in my old age.
But like I said, it would take an hour to an hour and a half to come off the mountain to go to the hospital. But mom and dad, whenever they were driving the green truck or an ambulance, it only took them 30 minutes.
Please tell me they didn't get me to school like that.
I'm not saying a word because you're lucky to be alive. But no,
well,
mom and dad could drive like you would not believe. Like I said,
so that's where I get it from.
Yeah. Because I'm not kidding. Mom and dad were able to drive the same amount of time it took the helicopter to get somebody off the mountain. And when people saw, like I said, they saw Dad's green pickup truck with the gumballs on top and the antennas bouncing around, showing up, they knew that it had a white stretch toolbox on the back of it. If you saw that truck coming and you had an accident or you were hurting, boom. And you knew you were going to live. You were going to make it.
Oh.
And it's one of the reasons why when something ended up happening to the green truck that still pisses me off to this day.
How can you type on this thing? Because it just said Alice is still here, but her phone died.
Yeah.
We're here.
We're still learning too.
Okay.
But like I said,
we're here.
But mom and dad would switch off on who would be driving the ambulance and who would be in the back with the patient. And they would take those kiss your ass goodbye curves.
Ooh.
Like you would not believe, to get somebody off the mountain in time to make the golden hour.
Shoot, in Becca's car, I can do like little tight ass curves real good, but in my Jeep, I can't.
Well, they were doing it in an ambulance.
I know.
And
See, I'm not that good yet.
And Dad's and Dad's big old Chevy pickup truck that he drove. They 30 minutes to be able to make the drive that usually took anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half drive to get people that were to medical care. And
I mean, I can do that.
And the funny thing was,
but I always get a ticket.
Well, Dad was able to get his hands on a Vega. If anybody knows what a Vega is, it was this little tiny car. Ooh. And Dad stripped it all the way down to the frame and completely rebuilt it.
The Vega.
And he put a race car engine in it.
He put a Corvette.
It was one of the fastest cars on the road. So much so that all the police officers, the county sheriff's department, and all the local police in the area basically said, "We do know where you live. You do know that, right? Because if we ever pop the light and we know where you live, we'll just go to your house to give you the ticket." And there was this one state trooper that was a real jackass because he liked doing street racing, and he did not believe that my mom could drive so well, and did not believe just how good of a car the Vega was. And all the sheriff's department basically set this up just to show him up. And so she got into a race with the highway patrolman and blew the doors off of his souped up pursuit speeder, literally right down Main Street of Ruffin County, Maine, Ruffin. Because they cleared the streets just for this. And Mama goes, "I'll talk to y'all tomorrow." Boom! And she was gone. And the police officers and the sheriff's deputies who were sitting there watching it said that he didn't even get to the first red light before he realized she was so far gone there was no way in hell he was going to catch up with her. And that Mom and Dad had some really cool aspects, because Mom talked about the person who taught her how to drive, and that was Dale Earnhardt Sr.'s daddy.
Oh.
And Mama's side of the family had a whole bunch of bootleggers in it.
Oh, bless them bootleggers.
And that's the best way of putting it.
Oh, they ran shine off this mountain. We even grew the apples here and have one or two trees left from them good old days.
And you also have the sugar cane that's still up there. Are you able to get fresh sugar cane?
Molasses is still the kind of king here.
Yeah.
But
I remember chewing on the cane shoots after they ground them down. Oh God, that's one of those memories, man. It was all the fresh molasses that we could get.
So our Mr. Murphy, Reed Murphy, you might ring a bell. He was the last one on the mountain to make molasses and sold his molasses making stuff to one of the farms, actually out toward Hickory Nut Gap.
Yeah.
Before he lost his mind, bless his heart. But we were still doing the yearly molasses making till not that long ago up here.
It was because that was the one thing we looked forward to in fall. When October rolled around, we knew we'd be getting that. And oh God, it was. If anybody wants to go and see this place, it is so gorgeous. Just whenever you do go, take stuff with you to help out because they're still going to be needing it. And I know my mom would be, if she was still she'd be standing on her head right now because of just how much that entire area meant to us, you know. And LauraJayne had to leave. Okie dokie. But yeah, we probably should start getting ready to wind down. We're almost at the 2-hour mark. Because I just wanted us to be able to get started and doing the Let's Talk About some more. And anytime Crazy and Alice wants to, we can set up and do these things, talking about the area. And if I can find a way to get up there so I can bring my cameras to take pictures, I will, because it's something else. I'd love to take video of the area to share it, because there's no other way to show just how beautiful the place is up there.
No, and all the YouTubers are gone.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're a year later, and it's still right in your face.
Yep. And
we got caught on a few different random YouTubers. We were watching YouTube channels, and it's like, there's our truck. There we are.
Yeah.
I remember taking that picture, and the crazy thing was, and I think this is what made our community real, our mountain real, and kind of even make the connection with YouTube and the YouTube community is YouTube were the only ones putting out a lot of the truth.
Yep.
Those first few YouTubers, even though some were from here, majority weren't, they did their best to try to capture the moments. So they captured those initial moments. I would love for all of us now to immortalize it.
Yeah. And that's something that
it's changed forever.
Yeah.
It's not even climate change. It's just a natural event.
Yeah.
It only happens every 1,000 years, and nobody's been here to see it.
Yep.
The mountains erode.
I mean, that's what most of these people that the whole climate change fiasco. I'm 55 years old. I still remember in school where they were talking about, oh, there's an ice age coming. Then it went from there's an ice age coming.
That was the first one.
Okay, they said ice age is coming, and then after that, for about a 2 to 3 year period of time, all they talked about was acid rain, and then it became global warming, and that lasted for a long time, and until people started asking the question of, well, how come the oceans haven't risen like you said it's going to rise, and they started calling it climate change. And I've watched this as it progressed, and the fact that they're terrifying little kids and young adults with all this hype, and it's all political.
Yep.
It's not science. This is all politics. And that's what pisses me off the most.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing that, the only thing we could do that would kill this planet is if we were to set off every cobalt bomb at the same time to crack the Earth's crust. And even then, the Earth will shake us off and keep on going.
Oh, there is no fury like Mother Earth scorned. Exactly.
And it's the only way we could destroy this planet is if we were to trigger the sun to have a supernova. And that's it. And then again, that destroys the entire solar system.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's anybody who thinks that humanity can do anything like that, you need to go to get some therapy, because you've got delusions of godhood, Bubba. That's delusions of godhood. Oh, and it's super narcissistic as well, you know. we were put on this planet to be its caretakers, and the caretakers of the animals. That's why we were given dominion over it. And when you have dominion over something, that means you're responsible for it. You're supposed to take care of it. You're supposed to preserve it. You're supposed to conserve it. You know, and not act like you're not part of it. That's one of the things about the vegans and the vegetarians and all these people trying to say this is the better way to be, while completely ignoring the chain, the circle of life and the food chain. It burns me up. Some people are genetically able to be vegetarians, but there are more people who can't. And because one of the guys I talked to, his daughter, when she went to college, went off the far left end and ended up becoming a vegan, and it damn near killed her. And in fact, she still hasn't physically recovered from it, and that was like 15 years ago. And her body still has yet to recover. So, yeah. But I am so grateful to get to talk to you guys. I'm grateful to have gotten my baby, one of my little sister, not my baby sister, to come in and talk with y'all.
Firstborn daughter. That means I'm crazy.
And we got to talk about the place we grew up and just the amazing way that the people on the mountain came together to deal with this stuff when the government wouldn't show the hell up. So, yeah. Anything y'all guys would like to say before we shut it down today?
I just want to say that we're thankful that you let us share our stories and come on here and chat with you all, because our community, our mountain community, and our YouTube community is growing, and we're so happy that we found you guys and look forward to doing so much more stuff and getting to be us. And thank you guys for accepting us.
Hey, like I keep telling people, we're a family now.
I'm trying to share this video.
And so, everybody, this is what I mean when I talk about be the change that you want in this world. The people up in the mountains did it. They're still doing it, and they need our help. So keep them in your thoughts and your prayers. Send any type of help that you can to them, because they need it still to this day. And it falls on us, the people, to do the right thing. In the end, it will always fall to us to fix what's broken. That's why we're here. That's why we've got hands. So I love you all, and we'll see you guys again next time. And if anybody has something they'd like to share and come on here and do a Let's Talk, just hit me up on Discord or in or Twitter X or even Facebook. I don't care. Just let me know. That way we can get this conversation going and share these things, because like I said, this world needs more love in it.
Yeah.
And we need to be that change.
Because we are the people.
Exactly. Love you all.
Do you want me to try to share this video to let the stream wind down?
Sure.
I've never done it.
All right.
Okay. Wait, hold on. Where's my... Wait. Oh, this is trickier than you think.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do we need to call a Jed?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well.
Wait. Oh, I got it.
All right.
There it is. Share.
right.
See if it should be. And we can let the stream wind down if this works.
All right.
As they do best, in sync. All the way up and over the top rope.
Audio.
I don't think the sound's coming through.
I guess not.
Oh well, we'll try. We'll figure it out later. But
It's an
everybody,
interesting video.
I love you all, and just know this: you're not alone. You're never alone. You're part of a bigger family than you could ever guess. And always, always remember, you are loved. Now be blessed, and I'll talk to you guys later. Love you all.
Night, night.
Y'all